painful slap. Harry bitten head off about extravagant security fees for romantic Canada getaways. Prince Harry's personal engagements to Canada cost Canadian taxpayers more than previously estimated, a new report has shown. Prince Harry was provided with official royal security throughout his life because of his seniority within the royal family. New reports obtained by Canadian media have shown the Duke of Sussex costed taxpayers over £250,000 with his frequent visits to the country in the early stages of his relationship with Meghan Markle. CBC News reporter Elizabeth Thompson reported that Meghan was escorted by Scotland Yard police bodyguard at the Invictus Games opening ceremony in 2017, with Canadian taxpayers bearing the heavy costs. Ms. Thompson said, "Prince Harry has usually for his entire life been surrounded by security. And when he has visited Canada, the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, works with the British security to make sure that he stays safe in Canada, but it's cost a lot more than Canadians realise." The documents that were released to CBC News under access to information show that between January 2016 and February 2020, it cost more than $334,000 to sub in an additional cost for the RCMP to supply security for him, and that's above and beyond the salaries of the officers who were assigned to protect him. She continued, "Now a lot of people might think that the most expensive period was when they spent that Christmas in Canada and they were thinking of stepping back and maybe living in Canada part-time. But in fact, the most expensive period was the period that you mentioned. It was 2017 to 2018. He had a week-long period where he was doing official engagements with the Invictus Games that he founded. He also appeared at BITTEN and gave out some Duke of Edinburgh awards and things like that, but it was also the period where he had started seriously dating Meghan Markle, who was living in Toronto while she was filming the show Suits. So the paparazzi who started hanging out around Meghan Markle's house when it became known that they were sort of dating. They used to see like 6 big black SUVs on this little suburban residential street that she lived on, and in those SUVs were British security but also RCMP. Prince Harry's visits between April 2017 to March 2018 cost taxpayers $182,430. The cost did not cover police officers' salaries but money for overtime work and their travel expenses. Noticeably, Prince Harry has been making his first strides into UK politics after being seen to back a Conservative MP's plans to scrap a visa fee for non-UK nation troops who served in Britain. The Duke of Sussex appears to be getting involved in political matters now he is no longer a working royal. Conservative MP and former Army officer Johnny Mercer said he has spoken to Harry about the proposed amendments to scrap visa charges for non-UK troops who have served in the British military. It currently costs foreigners who served in the UK Armed Forces and want to remain in the country £2,389 for a visa, reports The Express. Speaking to the House of Commons about his chat with Harry, Mr. Mercer said, "He said to me it's not only morally right but would mean so much to those who have given so much, and it's not a political intervention, it is the moral purpose of this. It's an almost effortless change, as he said, for this government to make for us to finally see through what we've said for these people for so long because we owe it to them. They're our brothers and sisters, they've served with us over many, many years." Prince Harry is also an Army veteran, having served 10 years in the Army with one on the front line in Afghanistan. He follows in the footsteps of his wife Meghan Markle after she began lobbying for paid parental leave in the US. Recently, the Duke of Sussex is receiving backlash after advising people to leave their jobs in favour of preserving their mental health. British journalist and TV personality Piers Morgan joined hundreds of people who criticised him over his remarks. Commenting on a Daily Mail report headlined "Prince Harry is slammed on social media for saying that leaving your job will bolster mental health awakening," Morgan said he really is a total half-wit.